If you're a founder trying to raise funds for your startup, this video can help. It's a short snippet of a founder delivering their pitch to a panel of investors at Pitchforce, which is a weekly pitch practice and feedback event. The founder answers live questions and receives quick feedback on how to improve their pitch.
This is a new category, and Gartner says it's 14% growth category. It's the knowledge and collaboration industry. And I think about Relatus and human capital and where we're concentrating. And right now it's an expense on your P&L. And we believe that creating this asset of your knowledge, skills, and relationships and creating it to a piece of data you can use and retain, it might even go on your balance sheet. So everybody can relate to this. There's whether you're an individual or an enterprise, you have goals, missions, and that you need to solve, and people help you solve those things. The pain points of enterprises are made up of people. And so we have a crossover industry here. We have something there that we're presenting to companies and their employees. And we're focusing on the collaboration, but practically speaking, also the collaboration is also, of course, in the team building, but the lead gen, human capital, and retention of knowledge. We already have use cases with customers that if we have time at the end, I'll go through on all these areas. So we've practically proven it in the marketplace. We have over 2 million proprietary records that we're using through the 42 customers that we've already experienced. And our customers, we started off in the fundraising area. They've raised over $200 million using our platform, and we're just getting started. We have a very extensible application here. These are some of our customers. This is our logo list. And I actually like this. I think you've been given the deck so you can go through and color code to the top there. But all these areas where we've already had our customers experienced. It's a large market and growing. I mentioned a 14% Gartner statistic there. Initially, our service obtainable market, we believe, is at the $10 billion level. If you look at the companies on the left, they're in the collaboration space already. We are compatible with them, but we have quite a few differentiators there. There's 1 billion knowledge workers in the world. And so we've got a gigantic market. And of course, anybody you see on the left-hand side, we've already been talking to. So we have creation of a knowledge-based asset. If you look at Relatus in the middle here, we are pieces of this, but of course, all of these are potential acquirers for us. We do deep relationship and knowledge graphing. We do a social graph, then we enable a knowledge graph through that, and particularly with relevance, and that's one of our differentiators. You might have 1,000 or 10,000 people in your network, but there's only maybe 12 that you want to speak to. So we're interested in the targeted people that have the knowledge and expertise that is needed to apply to our applications. We have 4 different pricings. We have a freemium that is live on our website, so please go to our website and test out your own network for a network analysis. We have in development this product and for the pro and the business model here. And right now we're also working here with companies in the fundraising space and also venture capital firms finding LPs. So we're sort of we have here and here, and we're filling in the middle. Go to market, we're going to build on success of what we're doing on our applications. We're just starting to launch our website development. When we get to the team, I'll tell you about that. channel partnership, and then move into the collaboration. Again, in the three areas.
Royce, your time is up.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Can you explain your revenue model? Are you an enterprise, a SaaS subscription? How do you make money?
We're enterprise is our first go-to-market, and that's where we've been working in as well. And then we have a licensure for that as well. So we're going to be licensing in the enterprise, but we have been working in there on a contract basis.
Yeah. I would say that I love the customer traction. I love the fact that you've got a lot of logos. It was very clear, I think, the market opportunity, but those were really the two key things that I got. You talked, you gave a bit of a pitch. You talked about the problem and the solution, but I was with Max. I still don't know if I can explain what you do. I have an idea of what it is. So I would encourage you to get a pitch coach. Practice, especially since it seems like you had more to say, but you dramatically ran out of time, I would guess. And if we had more time, we probably would have got it. By getting a pitch coach, it will help you to be able to tell the story in the time that's allowed, because I think everybody here feels like you might have some nuggets in your story. There's probably some really good things, but they're still hidden. I want to know more. I'd like to know more. And I think there's some potential there, but this so far didn't really connect with me.
Founders need to tell a great story in their investor pitch. When you tell a great story, people connect with you and the problem you are trying to solve. Your audience engages, their eyes brighten, their minds are focused. There's a short mean time to understanding. Short MTTUs are good. Long MTTUs usually result in an investor disinterest. Like many people, investors suffer from the disease of floss. That's the fear of looking stupid. An investor may not tell you that they don't understand your story. They often just dismiss your pitch and move on. If you find that you're sending out lots of pitch decks or doing lots of pitches but not getting any traction, you may want to evaluate the strength of your story and the clarity of your storytelling. Storytelling is hard, but it is something that can be learned. A good pitch coach will be able to help you tell a good story clearly and briefly. That's the other challenge. Investor pitches must be short. It's not that hard to tell a story if you have 15 or 20 minutes. But if you have only 3 or 4 minutes, that's really hard. First, make sure you have a clear, central message. Hit that message early on. Good stories often have a villain and a hero. The conflict that customers face is the villain. Show how your solution saves the day and becomes the hero. If possible, make it personal. Sprinkle in some milestones or traction metrics to show how your story isn't just pure fantasy, but is in the process of becoming reality. Because of time constraints, narrow the scope of the story and eliminate unneeded details. Use an analogy or a metaphor to help paint a picture. Many startups can quickly establish what they do by comparing themselves to something the audience knows and understands. For example, we are Airbnb for event venues, or Instacart is the Uber for grocery delivery. Great storytellers make people laugh and sometimes have even mastered the art of timing. Some storytelling guides suggest things like set the mood. I'm sorry, but I think that's really hard to do. To me, that's like telling someone to run a marathon. We all understand it, but it's not easy. Many founders aren't expert storytellers, so I wouldn't get too wrapped up in these advanced techniques if you don't already possess these skills. I've tried to keep the suggestions here simple. I'm not a great storyteller myself, but I have practiced these principles. I've also learned how to use visual images and metaphors to communicate a concept. My saving grace is I can write. I wrote a book on startup execution. I write a lot. Because I'm not a great storyteller, my videos and classes are scripted word for word. I read from a teleprompter. I practice hard not to look like I'm reading, but I am. You probably can't set up a teleprompter when you're doing your investor pitch, but it can help some founders to script out their pitch and to practice it dozens of times until you can deliver it smoothly without the script. The other benefit of scripting out your pitch word for word is it'll help you shorten the length of your pitch to fit within whatever time window you have. Too many founders don't do this hard work and run out of time when they deliver their pitch, which means they only get to tell half their story. Unfinished stories rarely get funded. That's it. I'm Sam Wong, your Startup CEO Coach. Good luck. If this was helpful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell to be notified when we release new content. When you do this, YouTube promotes our videos to others, which allows us to spend less time on our marketing and more time creating startup content for you. We hope this video helps you build a very healthy, fundable startup.